Okay, Taffers, Sly Fox back with you once again. Hold on a second, I gotta get a drink of water. There we go. This is my second fan mission, Bafford's Bone Collection. Let's get her loaded up, shall we? Difficulty, all Garrett. There's no difference in difficulty levels. I didn't know how to implement that yet. Okay, and Bafford's just come back from a long expedition where he's acquired a golden skeleton, find and steal the first piece of the skeleton, the skull, and find the right arm, the left arm, the right leg, and the left leg, and nick some more loot while you're at it. And I think you don't even have to go anywhere to end the mission. I just think when you complete all the objectives wherever you are, you end the mission.
Some people in this city are too rich for their own good. Lucky they have me to give them a hand.
That hack Stephen Russell, he thinks he does a good Garrett. Yeah, actually he does, doesn't he? So, and some rope arrows. You notice these just fell out of the sky. I don't know why I didn't put them in Garrett's inventory, but it's just a cheap way of giving the player, you know, something to pick up. So right there at the start. Obviously, I must have learned something because I actually implemented a piece of a voiceover or whatever. So, a soundbite from Garrett that that we've all heard about a million times. So I was getting fancier at this point. This mission was actually constructed while Fletcher's Final Mistake was in beta testing, and it actually got released before Fletcher's Final Mistake because this was built for Comag's 5th contest. It was 60. What was this? I can't remember. Oh, it was like you had so many cubes you could use, like 8 40 by 40 by 40 cubes or 6 40 by 40 cubes, something like that. You had a certain amount of space, which pretty much all his contests required, because the whole point was to build something quickly, and and if you allow authors to use as much space as they will, they'll just keep building and building and building, and they'll never finish anything in a quick amount of time. So, so in order to keep things, small and simple, there were rules on size. So, I think what I did is just made one big box that encompassed the whole volume, and then just stuck a house in the middle of it, and just put some walls around it and tiled them. There you go, so they look like windows or whatever. So this is just basically one big cube. And as I recall, if you're up on the roof, you can't even,
There's an intruder here!
Oh, crap. Somebody's on. Great. Didn't know anybody was on patrol.
Okay, you asked for it now!
Let's try to just... There we go. Anyway, before we get everybody all riled up, better save. So, crap, where was I? I don't know. I guess we're talking about the size requirements. And, oh yeah, the walls and everything. So this is basically just one big cube. And if you get on the roof, you actually have to duck to get over the top of the roof, because your head hits the limits, the upper limit of the mission. So I didn't mean to get these guys riled up, because I forgot there was a guy on patrol who spotted me, so hopefully... Oh, good grief. Oh, whatever. In keeping with my, really going to keep reloads to a minimum. Didn't even have to reload for the first mission at all. So we're going to try not to do any reloads on these walkthroughs or Let's Plays. So the whole point is just me to talk about it anyway. So yeah, this is it. You see the funkadelic disco lighting in here. I opened this in Andromeda just before I started the Let's Play. I have to relight the missions just a little bit, make them a little brighter so they appear brighter on video. So right now it looks a little light to me, but it'll look plenty dark to you when you see the video. But the saturation on these lights, if you go past 100% saturation, they get like some kind of Technicolor barf. And the monologue box, for especially New Dark, has this monologue box that goes along with the editing windows, and it spits out all kinds of information about your mission, and I have no idea. And basically it's just told me I've got 50 lights that are broken. Of course, they're not broken, they're just the way I wanted them. And I look at it now and I go, what the hell was I thinking of? I mean, just this Technicolor barf lighting. It's awful, but whatever. So let's get on with it. We'll go around the back here. I got lots of water arrows, so I'm not sure are there any to find. We'll just see if we can whack this guy. There we go. And you got to be careful because there are windows that you can see through, so people can see out those things if they're at ground level. But I don't think anybody can see out those. Those look a little high. Oh, Jesus! There's another guard there. Well, I can kill people if I want to, so I just normally wouldn't do this, but oh crap!
Guard! Guards, come quickly!
Hopefully nobody heard that. Okay. And I'll even douse this torch too. So I can get in here, but this is just a very small mission. All you do is you get in there and you find the pieces to the golden skeleton. And so actually screw it. I don't even care if I get a million people on my tail. There we go. Just go around to see. Everybody look at the mission. Put out the fire over here. Maybe keep this guy from being found. So there's, I think, like the bulk of the loot's right up here in the bedroom. So you got masks on the wall here, on the wall. I think there's a purse down. Yeah, a couple of purses. Flute. I think there's a guard that comes on patrol. I think he comes through here at some point. But, so as I say, I built this while Fletcher's final mistake was in testing because I just had the drama head bug and I just had to keep building. So the contest came up. I go, perfect. So I think this took me about 50 or 60 hours to build something like that. Probably, 10 or 12 good, sit downs with the editor and flesh it all out. And I was obviously getting a little better with brushwork. I mean, I don't know, this floor is kind of tacky, but at least it shows that, I knew how to, do some fancier things to make things, look a little more ornate. And I did like the effect I got with these, with the mushrooms. I had the thing with mushrooms for the first couple of missions. I had the one pub with all the mushrooms, and so I just liked the mushroom for light, so I just stuck them in here and I colored them, and I kind of like the way there's like a little accent lighting there. So anyway, that's where most of the loot is. One of the pieces of the bone, especially, I hid the bone pieces really well, and almost too well, because people were, they were going through the whole mission. They're like, I can't find any of it because they're not hidden in any place that you'd know. Like to look right up here. This panel in the ceiling opens. So then you need a rope arrow, and then you gotta stick another rope arrow in there to get it out. Yeah, so anyway, so there's one.
I think I deserve a pat on the back for that one.
Yeah, I think I do. So there we go, another Garrett comment. So I guess I was getting a little bit better at implementing, semi-tricky stuff, if you want to call it that, because I guess a lot of people find, drama ed very intuitive to learn and everything. I knew nothing about computers before I started playing Thief. And playing Thief and getting on the internet, the Looking Glass forums, it's basically how I learned how to use a computer. I mean, save word processor that I, had on that I used on a Macintosh, back in the, late 80s when I was in college. But, I really do nothing about PCs and all that stuff. So through Thief, I became somewhat computer literate. So I'm sure, running programs like DramaEd or or CAD editors, all this computer stuff is maybe second nature to some people. For me, it was just one nightmare after another to try to figure it out. Because just none of it made any sense. It was just, I had no intuitive, it just wasn't intuitive for me.
What's that I see?
To be able to do this. And so I slowly but surely learned how to do some fancier stuff. And and this is another thing. You see, I hid the bones up behind these banners. I think there's a banner on the other side of the house in the same way. So I think if you get up here with your sword and you get ready with your sword, then you get on the rope, because you can't obviously use your sword when you're on a rope, but it allows you to do this. And then there you go. So you got, there's 2 of the pieces there. And then over here, I kind of like the upper walkway thing.
Looks like
here.
I might be able to climb.
Yeah, looks like I might be able to climb up on the roof. That's sort of a hint that, you know, maybe there's something up there you might want to get. But actually, I think you can. I think actually, if you're on the roof, you can just reach through. You don't have to hack the banner. I think you can just fob the bones right through it. And there's an Easter egg up here, or just, you know, something hidden. But here, see here, I'm gonna try to go over the roof. I can't go over the roof now. I got to duck because that's. Though it looks like there's an infinite amount of space above your head, that's the roof of the mission is right here, you know. So, yeah, see, I put something in the chimney. Yeah, happy Easter egg. Yeah. So there's a slow fall potion and a couple other potions. So I think you can grab the bones just from the roof here. I'm not sure. You grab one and then, yeah, so. There you go. So you don't even have to slash the pretty banner if you want so. And that's... Oh, okay. Oh, I guess at some point I said don't kill anybody, but... but I was just kidding. Go ahead, kill if you want to. So, and I got to steal 1,300 loot, so I guess as soon as I get that loot total, now that I've gotten all the other pieces of the bones stolen, that'll end the mission, you know, no matter where I am. So there's no exit room in this mission. Of course, it didn't make much sense to put one since the whole mission is basically one big room. And there's a fireplace. I can't remember if you could. Can you go down the fireplace and? Yeah, you can. So down into the kitchen. So this is the inside of the house. We'll just run around real quick to show it to you. I don't even know if there's anybody left. Oh yeah, there's that guy. Yeah, maybe just shoot him. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, you know, it's not nice to kill people, but, you know, what can you do? It's just a thief mission. And a little library in here with the terrible, you know, freaking terrible lights. But okay, well, at least I made them the kind of mushrooms you can fob, so if it's really bothering you, you can turn it off. And I remember, did I hide something? Yeah, there's a little gold ring back here. And actually, we'll get to it. I guess it'll be the last mission in the Let's Play series, because the last mission I ever released was based off of, I think it was that, or was it the other one? One of the last missions I did was based off of this house. A lot of people just really liked, though I think this thing came in last in the contest. Just a lot of people really liked just the look of this room and the look of the house. I was kind of proud of it. It just has a kind of a nice aesthetic quality, you know, just sort of like one big room downstairs, one big room upstairs, and a kitchen. And I don't even know if there's a bog in here, whatever, I guess, you know, whatever, you know. Guess you don't, you know, I don't know, bathrooms in Thief, you know, it's sort of like the Starship Enterprise, you know, there's one bathroom, it's on deck 5, you never see it, you know. I remember watching some kind of commentary on one of the Next Generation episodes, and Jonathan Frakes, who played Riker, I guess he was doing some kind of commentary with it, and he goes, "Yeah, there's one bathroom," and you know, he points to, you know, a schematic of the ship, and you know, he goes, "It's right here," you know. Thought that was kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, this is basically it. It's just you run around, you steal some loot, and it's done. So, how much more loot do I need? About 200, and I think there's, geez, I don't even know where there's any more. Oh yeah, here we go. Some goblets on the table here. And I think if there's anything else about this mission it's remarkable or worth talking about, maybe there's some stuff here. Yeah, there we go. And bingo. And that pretty much completes the mission. So this one is really small, really short. And so that's about it. I found all of Bafford's bones. So I think I came in dead last in the contest, but you know, that didn't really matter to me. It was just, you know, I built this thing really quick, and I was kind of proud that I was able to, you know, hash out something that wasn't total crap in, you know, just a few sit downs. So I was getting better, quicker as we go. So we'll get this up on YouTube pretty soon. And so that's it. Third mission's coming up pretty soon. Thanks for sticking around. Sly Fox.